Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of The Girl and the Bomb by Jari Järvelä, translated by Christian London, performed by Carly Robbins and Nick Podehl.
Metro. At 2:30 I know something was whack. It was like a flashing red light had been set off in the night sky, screaming at us to get out of there. "Run, girl, run!" a siren voice wailed. But instead of a red light, nothing but tattered clouds drifted lazily overhead, occasionally revealing the twinkle of a star. I shut my eyes and listened, positive I heard a faint clank, and not from the other side of the train where Rust was working. The harbor rail yard was dead to the world, yet somehow the silence was more ominous than the crunch of footsteps running across gravel would have been. It was like someone in the darkness was holding back a sneeze so I wouldn't hear it, or was primed to bolt out of the starting blocks and run me down. If only overhead lines could talk. I was sure that a rat was lurking out there in the shadows. Not a rat. A rat. A guy from a private security service. The word service means beating with a telescoping nightstick, spraying pepper spray in people's eyes, kicking, all in the name of the common good. Then the rat takes you to court, where you're handed down six-figure damages for a couple of paint blotches. The rat gets a medal for the arms he breaks and the skulls he fractures. Behind me, old hoists and harbor cranes stood over the sluggish metallic September sea. A tall rock face loomed ahead. In the daytime, this cliff was so red it bled. Now downtown's neon lights glowed above the dark wall of granite. I waited for 5 minutes without moving a muscle. 2:35. No more clanks. I watched the time pass on the church clock, gleaming through the trees beyond the cliff. My heart was hammering a hole in my shirt. I stood absolutely still and forced myself to breathe slowly. I was holding a can of spray paint there at the rail car, standing on a homemade aluminum ladder that folded up into my backpack. Without the ladder, I wouldn't have been able to reach high enough to get up. I had already painted 2 interlocking wild-style letters on the side of the train. R.Y. It was the start of rye bread, which you could only read if you knew how to interpret the blazing, overlap.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?